Eddie's brothers. Man, I'm just taking a quick break from working, man, to I just want to show y'all brothers, man, some of the value you can get here in Thailand, man. I'm in Chiang Mai, man. Let me just show y'all this view. I just want to show you the value you can get, man. Sun's about going down. Hope you can see that on camera. Got a nice view of the mountain. As y'all saw in my last video, man, I was out hiking earlier, man, and kind of just went until I stopped and saw this spot, saw the view of the mountain, and said, man, let me just set up shop here. Another view, man. Here, got the highway on this side. You know what I'm saying? Just a chill little spot. And it's crazy that this spot cost 49 American dollars, 49 US. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you that inside. And it's like, if the value that you'll get here in Asia, man, doesn't inspire you, man, nothing will. Because a room like this will easily cost you, let me show you the fridge. You know, little fridge over here. Come in right here, man. Got a little sink over here, man. And what's kind of rare about this sink, I've noticed a lot of these places don't, you know, the sink in the kitchen or whatever area, a lot of them just have cold water only. This one has hot and cold. Got a little work area right here. Person are watching YouTube. Got your boy. Got a little closet area here. Got a little ambiance area right here. Chill bed. You know what I'm saying? Got a little ambiance lighting going on. Just a chill vibe, man. Little meditation, little chair. That's the first thing I hit when I walked in, bro. Took a shower and sit right on this chair for about 30 minutes. Then you come over here, man, to see the views when you wake up. You know, and I was just thinking about the value of the whole day. You know what I'm saying? Got a little sitting area, little TV, little DVD player, which I don't know if people still buy DVDs. But I was just thinking about the view, I mean, the value that I've been receiving all day, man. I said, I want to share it with my brothers. For example, this room costs $49, right, per night. You know, and which I mean, you won't even get a Motel 6. You won't even get a Motel 6 in the States for $49, I don't think, man. So I had the hotel for $49. Then I had a meal right across the street for, I think like less than 200 baht, 190 baht. And for that, I got a 10-piece wing, 10-piece fried wing, rice, mango sticky rice for dessert, nice little flavored beverage drink, and something else they threw in there, man, that was in there. All for 190 baht, man. That's just like, what, $6, $5, somewhere in there, right? And then I had to catch an Uber, because I had to run back toward town to take care of some business. Called her while I walked that distance. And then when I called an Uber back, man, or Grab back, and the Grab was 68 baht. And I'm sitting there the whole time I'm riding back in the Grab, man. I'm thinking about the amount it is, and I'm like, man, surely goodness and mercy, I can't even. My conscience wouldn't even let me pay that little, man. So I just gave the young lady 100 baht. You know what I'm saying? But even all that with the hotel, the food, you're talking about 60 US dollars. For all this in one day. So if nothing else, man, when you thought, you know, and I know everybody's not thinking about moving to Asia, but you got to understand, man, a lot of places you move abroad, that cost of living is going to be a lot different. That cost of living is going to be a lot different, man. So a lot of times the barriers that are keeping people from moving, you know, from even taking that leap is thinking that it's still going to be like America. You know, you still think you got to make 80,000 or 100K just to survive. You know, and I see a lot of people making content about, like, can you live in like Thailand for, you know, 15,000, or $1,500 a month, $2,000 a month, or, you know, I see different numbers, man. And the thing about Thailand is, like, you can stretch your dollar. You can stretch your dollar pretty far. It just depends on what you're willing to do with that. Like, you can get you a nice, small, clean room, like the room I was in before I came here. That room might have been like $20-something per night, 27 US, man. And I see rooms like that. I see rooms like that all the time. So if you want to get in a situation like that and live in something that's very simple, you could do that. And you could go down. You could go down to the at night. Go to the night markets or go to the markets throughout the day. Eat some of this street food. But it's not even about the street food being affordable. A lot of times these restaurants are affordable. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on how you want to live. At the same time, man, you can kind of ball out. You can get you a high rise, downtown Bangkok. Spend $2,000 a month, $2,500 a month, $3,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what you want to do, what you want to eat, how you want to experience life. You know what I'm saying? But don't let the American mindset of what things cost deter you from moving abroad. Because it's just a different energy, man. And I can say all I want to say about America, man. I still love the States, and I'm grateful that the U.S. dollar does what it does abroad, man. And I'm up here spending some time in Chiang Mai, and it just crossed my mind. A lot of people always ask, well, not a lot of people always ask me. I was always asking a lot of people. I will say, well, what's the difference? I'll say, well, tell me about Chiang Mai. When I was in Bangkok, tell me about Chiang Mai. And a lot of people will be like, man, you really have to go to Chiang Mai to understand. Like they just go visit it because it's a lot different than Bangkok. And this part of the conversation is for people that are considering moving here, but they're kind of on the fence of should they move to Bangkok or should they move to Chiang Mai or somewhere else, right? And I'm not saying I'm the best person to give you that advice, but I can say I've spent at least 2 months in Bangkok and a good 48 hours outside here in Chiang Mai. And I can tell you now I understand why people wouldn't really tell me, because it's very hard to explain the differences. But I can say this, Chiang Mai could never be Bangkok and Bangkok could never be Chiang Mai, strictly because of the infrastructure, right? And when I say infrastructure, we gotta look at this view again, brothers. When I say infrastructure, let me share it with my brothers. It's almost looking like the Amazon in this area right here, man. I love just this green. I can't wait to see what it's gonna look like in the morning when I get up. And one thing about here, I don't want to forget what I'm talking about. But one thing about out here and why I really want to stay out here for a couple of days is because there's not a lot of motion out here. You got a restaurant next door, you got a few things, but there's no like markets out here. There's no big like when you want to go to the ATM, you got to go 20 minutes away. And I said I need that for 2 or 3 days, man, so I can just lock in. Got me some water, got me some fruit, got my laptop, and I don't plan on leaving the room. I plan on getting on that computer, doing some work, make some content, locking in, enjoying this view, talking to God. You know what I'm saying? So it's that kind of spot, man. And I'll put the link to this hotel in the description box. But what I was saying is, one reason that neither cities could be the same is because the infrastructure. Like one thing I love about, and I'll say this. I said that Bangkok is paradise. I made a video. I think it was on TikTok. I said, no, if I could create a space in my mind and have the infrastructure like it is. When I say infrastructure, meaning like the BTS, the MRT, just the way it moves, the way it's built, the people mainly. I said, brother, it would look just like Bangkok. Like Bangkok is paradise, right? But if I would say that Bangkok is paradise, I would have to say that Chiang Mai is not even a real place, man. Like, it's not even a real place. And when I say it's not a real place, not saying that it's so much more grandiose or nothing like that. When I say it's not a real place, I say it's not a real place because the culture is so condensed. You know what I'm saying? Like the culture is so condensed. And what I mean by that is, and kind of going back to the infrastructure, like when you in Bangkok has that grandiose. You got the Mahanakan and you got all these big things. When I say grandiose, it's kind of like the first time I went to Chicago. Like from living in Dallas, thinking Dallas was a big city, and then going to like Chicago and like, oh snap, like Bangkok is grandiose. And the thing about a grandiose city is so magnificent is that it takes a lot of energy away from what's on ground level. So I'm not saying that Chiang Mai has more culture than Bangkok. That would be crazy for me to say. But my opinion, it's hard to really absorb the culture of Bangkok because of that grandiose and BTS running. Like on a video I said Bangkok is the only downfall about Bangkok. I'm just gonna drink. I said Bangkok is noisy. I said Bangkok is very noisy, and being noisy isn't a bad thing. It's just that when something is noisy, it has a tendency, like it has a tendency to distract you easier. You know what I'm saying? Even Chiang Mai is a little noisy because there's so much going on. Just the energy is so beautiful. That's why I came out here for a minute. I said, man, well, if I want to go somewhere, it's going to take me 20 minutes to get back to the city. I said, I got to lock in for a couple of days, right? But Bangkok is so noisy that unless you spend a lot of time in Bangkok and kind of just weave through the streets, you won't even hear, so to speak, you won't even hear the culture, see the culture. Whereas in Chiang Mai, that BTS running, that MRT running, that loud noise and everything else. I'm telling you, man, when I went out to and I was just in the area of, I was just in Neiman, and this is only one small section of Chiang Mai, so. But just going through the main strip in Neiman, I was like, man, this is just the vibe. It's beautiful. The restaurants are so cultured. There's a coffee shop I'm gonna put y'all on too before I leave. Coffee shop that's just epic. And then it's like once you think you've seen enough, you look down these alleys or these soys. I think they call it soys, right? And once you go down there, man, it's like a completely different world. It's like you completely forget the main street that you were on, and it's just like you're in a completely different country. And then as you're in this completely different soy or this alley and it's a different country, you look at these individual shops and restaurants, and it's like so much culture is wrapped up in one little store, and it's just like it's a lot to absorb. It's just a lot, and when I say a lot, meaning it's a beautiful thing to absorb, man. Without all the noise, right? Without all the without as much tourist activity, which Chiang Mai is still a high tourist spot, especially the Neiman area. But if you're down there around Terminal 21 in Bangkok and right there on the Sukhumvit, it's not even remotely close. Like Bangkok is a monster. It's a machine, bro. Sometimes I can just be down there and looking around and say, man, it's just so much energy here. It's loud, which loud is good, man, if you want to get into it. But one thing I like about Chiang Mai too, man, is very, and I would hear this in watching content. Chiang Mai is very, what's the word they use? Well, I would just say it's very content creator friendly. Or that's the word they use. It's very digital nomad friendly. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like there are a lot of coffee shops. There are a lot of those spaces where you can go pay a certain amount per day. I can't think what they call them. Workspaces. A lot of neat and unique workspaces, man, where you can pay up a couple $100 baht and you got access to it all day. Where you got coffee and you got nice setup. It's a lot of networking. It's a different kind of world for a digital nomad, man. So yeah, man, I'm just grateful to be here, brother. And I just want to show y'all this value, man. To be honest, man, I kind of, to inspire my brothers, man. I mean, $49, bro. I mean, I can't wait till it gets dark to see what it looks like when the sun goes down, man. It's a vibe, bro. It's a vibe.